I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're here with another video. Of course, we're going to talk real estate. We're going to talk about the need for a maintenance man. How did you phrase it?
So it's a maintenance person.
Right.
Should they be on your team or should you call them as needed?
Right.
And what was your thoughts on
So my thoughts was, and when you say as needed, because versus a team, you mean more like a regular commercial type of guy or like a handyman?
So it's more of a like, do you just on your team, it's the person you call on the regular every time
Right.
you have a maintenance issue, you call this person,
Right.
or do you just pick up and randomly just pick a person whenever you have a maintenance issue? So
Right.
would you rather call the same person every time,
Right.
or would you rather just call whoever's available whenever?
Right. So again, for me, I'm definitely going with the maintenance man, handyman, whatever you want to call them. It's a lot easier. Like we've been through a few guys over the years, maybe like two, not a few. I won't say like a lot, but we've been through probably two, no more than three, definitely for sure. But it's just a lot easier using the same guy. Because they're familiar with the house, right? And then most of our properties are all in one community, and our maintenance man lives in our community. So that makes it really easy for him to get to the house, do the repairs, in a timely manner, and and stuff like that. His schedule isn't so backed up. When you have a regular guy, you're like, you may not be priority number one, but you close to it, right? Whereas over the contracting company, it may be days sometimes before they come out, or if they have to come out immediately, your price going through the roof, right? So we have like a general maintenance man, and then we have another contractor that's not a little, but he does major work, like major work that we kind of need to get.
Water heaters,
Yeah.
night bursts, he's been coming out.
Yeah.
Like big issues.
Bigger issues, roofing and stuff like that, but just general maintenance. That's what I think, handyman was a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
That's my choice. And then we also have like a guy for appliance issues, right? We have a specialist like that does all our appliance issues, stoves issues, refrigerator issues, washing dryers, stuff like that. He'll come out, fix it real quick, tell us the price, cash app it, boom, it's completely over with. He's actually in the community as well, right? So he gets out pretty quick. And then you just build a relationship, right? So it just makes it a lot easier to get these issues handled. And like I said, they're familiar with the property, so they kind of know how to get in and get out. One thing I did learn, actually recently, not too long ago, the tenants actually appreciate a consistent person as well. Like an issue was at one of our properties, and the tenant was like, "Well, who's coming? Because I don't like a lot of people coming in and out of my house." Like, remember one of our tenants told us that? And I was like, "Oh, the regular guy coming, right?" And they was like, "Oh, okay, great." Like they was appreciative. It was the regular, normal guy that was coming. And and that had never like crossed my mind. In my mind, I'm like, as long as it's getting fixed, what matter, right? But then I started thinking, like, how would I feel like all these people kept coming to my house, like every time something?
I think I would prefer the same person to come to my house too, instead of a random person every time. So you kind of build a rapport with that person, and I guess feel more comfortable. Of course, when you see somebody on a regular, you kind of build a little rapport with them and make you feel comfortable. Like, all right, yeah, okay, such and such coming, and they can fix the issue.
Yeah, it's more personal and everything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like just thinking like if you call them like an HVAC company, like, or whatever, like any electrical company, like you're probably not gonna call like a different HVAC company every time you got an issue. They come, they do a good job. You're gonna, hey, I remember they came to my house the last time. They was nice, they was courteous, right? So you're gonna call pretty much the same people, right? I think it's a thing with all of us. Like we get in a comfort zone, right? And sometimes comfort is good, right? You're comfortable with somebody, you feel safe around them and stuff like that. So, I mean, my choice definitely would be having a consistent, yours would be a consistent person too. Yeah, I think it's best to have like a consistent team member to roll with, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just, we just want to do that quick video just to suggest that it's probably better to have a consistent person working for you. One, the relationship. Two, like your prices. Like I noticed that, the prices are a lot better because you're giving them consistent work. Like anybody that you're giving something, not anybody, but most people appreciate when you're giving them consistent work, right?
They work with you.
They work with you, yeah. They'll definitely like, man, I appreciate you, calling me, right? Because you can call anybody. Everybody knows you got a lot of choices to call people to fix things. So you're consistently putting money in their pocket, and as you grow your portfolio, right, their pockets grow too, because then there's more maintenance issues and stuff like that to handle, right? So, and then you can also introduce them to, like we introduce our maintenance guy to other small landlords. Because when you're a small landlord, sometimes it is difficult finding the right help with your property. So when you get somebody like that, in my opinion, you should share that with other people that in the business who share with you, right? It's like a team effort, so everybody gets
sharing their resources.
Right.
Things, I think being in a small business. And other people in the business, everybody seems to share their resources. Like you said, it's kind of hard to find, people to come through, do the work correctly, fix the problem for you the right way. You don't have to call somebody else to come fix what they didn't do right.
Oh God,
so yeah, I agree that the same person every time, because it's gonna get done and it's gonna get done right.
Right. I one other thing I would suggest before we go, for your trades, mechanicals, trades, whatever you want to call them, your HVAC, your plumbing, your electrical, like those things, roofing, I would have like multiple people.
Absolutely.
That can come out and do things, right? It's definitely good to have definitely more than one of the trades. And honestly, if you could actually find 2 handyman, maintenance men, whatever you want to call them, that you could, if you busy enough to split the work up between, I would have 2 of them as well. Because a lot of times, you aren't their only customer.
Absolutely.
So, we found ourselves in a situation where it's like, oh, I'm doing this for my other small landlord. I'll be there at this time, right? So it's nothing personal. They have to make money outside of you because, hopefully, you're keeping your maintenance up on your properties. And you don't have a lot of maintenance issues anyway, but, you can't avoid maintenance issues. That's just life. It's going to happen. So, I would suggest having at least 2 of everything, right? Anything can happen to your maintenance guy. So it would, in my opinion, it's best to have more than one. If you can find a good one and you find a good 2, you superset. So that's my vote, to have a consistent guy versus just like, just a random company that you call when something's wrong. So, and a lot of times random companies, they don't even really like coming out for small stuff anyway, right? Like the companies you got called, like a company like that, they don't really like coming out, the toilet clogged or, the
just small
things, yeah. They don't like coming out for stuff like that. So it's probably 100% better to have like a regular maintenance man, handyman on call. So that's how I'm suggesting. So, you got any? No? All right.
Nope.
All right. So I think we out. Just gonna do a little quick one, give our suggestions on the maintenance man. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.
Peace. See y'all later.
I never made it, but I know